Okay, Kim, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm the Family Services Director for Stay at Home Senior Care. I have been here for almost 14 years, and I do all of the initial assessments with our potential clients to determine whether they need companion care, personal care, hands-on care, and then I'm able to match them up with a caregiver who I think they will be compatible with. I also conduct all the initial interviews with potential employees and take part in the training, oversee the scheduling, and occasionally empty the trash.
All in heels.
Yes, usually.
So tell me a little bit about Stay at Home Senior Care. What's a home care agency?
Well, we provide companion and personal care so that seniors can stay in their homes as long as possible. That's exactly what it sounds like. So the range of services they're abundant. We can do light housekeeping, cooking, cleaning, changing the linens, reupholster some of furniture. We've had that happen, and to full 24/7 hands-on care, and that is bathing and assistance with dressing and ambulating. We have clients that have been with us for years and just use us on an as-needed basis, very flexible. The kids will call us when they're going out of town. They need somebody to check on mom and dad, or even stay with them for the whole weekend. To the hospice care, which we work in conjunction with Duke.
So it sounds very personalized.
It's very personalized and very broad in spectrum.
Beautiful.
Talking about our caregivers is probably the easiest thing for me to do in the world because they are wonderful. We are a very, very close-knit group. We're privately owned and operated, so we're not a chain. We hire and serve within a 10, 15 mile at the max radius, so we are all hometown. The caregivers, we've got caregivers that I hired 14 years ago, which is really unheard of in this type of business. And they stay with us because we're close-knit. And they give us the parameters that we need to stay in as far as their families are concerned. With Stay at Home Senior Care, family is first. First and foremost, the biggest priority. If there's a caregiver that during the school year, they need to pick up their grandchildren at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, by golly, they're going to be out of their clients by 2:30. They're going to get there. Everything is important to us if it isn't important to them. If there is a kindergarten, if their grandchild is graduating from kindergarten, they will be there. And we make it a point to address their concerns personally. We know each other's kids, grandkids, dogs, cats, husbands. It's truly a family. Before COVID, a caregiver may have had 4 or 5 different clients. Now they just have 1 or 2 at the most. And so we've limited their exposure to clients. We have also added PPE, personal equipment, to made that readily available to all of the caregivers, including hand sanitizer. They all take their temperatures before going to clients. We have face shields, face masks, gloves, disinfectant wipes, and they are all readily available to all of the caregivers to pick up at the office, and we can even take it to them if they need it. And so they are extremely cautious. They practice all of these precautions at home as well as when they go into a senior's home. And they are known to disinfect remote controls, phones, sinks. We've just added layer upon layer videos for them to watch that are mandatory. And if there are any questions at all, our nurse is readily available to assist them in any of their needs.
So you have a nurse on staff to oversee the caregivers?
We do indeed, and if they have any questions, they know that she's available for them to call. They can call the office. We can get in touch with Tara. They have her direct number, and she does a super job of answering their questions, or at least guiding them in the right direction.
That's excellent. That's excellent. The seniors expressed any concerns about having caregivers come into their home, or have they taken it in stride?
They have done really well, because when they see their caregivers come in, they are covered up. They're covered up. They've got all of the equipment that they need. Some of our clients even have the forehead thermometers at their front doors when we go in. And they make it really clear to us that families have been super about communicating what they expect prior to our arrival. And the caregivers are required to wear masks. So it makes it a little bit challenging for our clients that have difficulty hearing. But in that case, what we found is the shields work really well. And once again, I think that's why we partner so well with Duke, is because they know our caregivers. We work in conjunction with them. If we are called in on one of their hospice cases or one of their home health cases, they know without a doubt who we provide, who's going to be going into these homes, and likewise. So it really works in tandem, and we make a great team. And I can't thank Duke enough for recommending us. So this next clip you're about to see, just a little flavor of stay-at-home. It's a variety of caregivers talking about what they do that makes them unique, why they love what they do, and what's changed during the pandemic. So here are a few caregivers, our wonderful caregivers, to inform you on what they do for their clients. Okay, today we have Diana McMillian here with us, who is one of our supreme caregivers, and she's a CNA, and I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. First and foremost, what do you love most about caring for your clients?
Oh, wow. I just love all my clients, and it's a calling for me. And
yeah, that's calling.
Yeah, it's a calling.
Yeah, it's a calling for me. It's a ministry for me to care for the whole person. I love my job. I just adore all of my clients. Gosh, what do I love the most? I just love ministering to the whole person.
Well, to be honest with you said the word, is caring. I love caring for them, and I like to meet when you go to clients, you see different clients need different needs. And it's been an inspiration to me to be able to fulfill the needs that they need. It brings joy to me that when I leave them, they have a smile, and they say, I want you to come back, and they appreciate me. And I'm supposed to be there caring for them, but they're really an inspiration to me too.
One of the things I love the most about caring for the clients is the diversity. I love working with different people and their different needs. And you can run into the sweetest person to the most nervous and really feeling insecure, to just wanting to play Scrabble and just needing company. And every job and every client is so different and so unique that I love it every day. I love my clients, and I love that the work that entails.
Yes, I played games with them. I sung with them.
Ah,
Oh, I had one that she had a beautiful voice. And we sung the old songs, Jesus Keep Me Near the Cross and like that. And those kind of things in, play games with them, put puzzles together with, go walks for them, with them. I could go on and on. Because this, when I be with them, when I leave, I almost could say, well, I can't say. It might be feel like a calling for me because I get so much joy out of it. And they showed me they appreciate it. I could go, I just love it.
and they love you. They love you too.
I've made cards. We've watercolored, and one client who passed away, we had pre-made birthday cards for all the grandchildren and great-grandchildren. And even after she had passed away, she had already pre-signed and given these cards
Oh,
away.
wow.
We've played games. I have clients that have loved Boggle. They love Sequence. They love card games. I want to give them purpose and activities so that they can feel like they're contributing to the relationship.
Absolutely.
Well, I've done a range of things from going and running errands for them to bathing, to reading them stories, to turning on their favorite music, to massaging their head and their back and trying to make them feel just as comfortable as possible.
Excellent, excellent.
I've played Scrabble and reupholstered a chair. We have, mostly it's the companionship that they love so much and that I love giving. We also cook a meal, nothing elaborate, just usually maybe a simple breakfast or something simple for lunch. And dinner is usually defrosting something. Making sure that if they need any special health attendance, going to the bathroom, we have people with catheters emptying out the bag. We have one person with an ostomy bag, and you have to know how to clean that out. Now those are the extremes. Most of the times it's just companionship, and they're just so happy to have somebody come and talk to them and keep them company.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Lynn, you are, like I said, a treasured caregiver, and we thank you for your service.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I love it. Thank you.
And how do you help them thrive during the pandemic?
Well, that's just it. We have companionship. They're not totally isolated. I can come in, the first thing that I do with all my clients is I come in and I wash my hands, I disinfect everything. I disinfect light switches, light doorknobs, sink nozzles, phones, remote controls, everything that you can possibly think of that your hands would touch.
And what are some of the differences that you've noticed, or maybe some of the things you do a little bit differently or the same since the pandemic?
Taking care of myself better from home, washing my hands even when I'm away from our clients, wearing masks out in the public, and making sure that my whole entire family that is in my home is doing the same thing, so that when I go into a care home, that I wear a mask, obviously, and gloves as well, and just make sure that if I do come down with a cough or a sniffle, I let my bosses know, and that we can get someone else into the home so that we're not really spreading our germs everywhere.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Kim, you are a wonderful caregiver, and we thank you so much for your service. Has anything changed with helping them during the pandemic?
Not really changed. No, because they still need the same needs.
And we've always been good about hand washing and
Yeah.
things like that. I know the mask is probably a little challenging at
That's
times.
the only thing.
Mhm.
It's the mask. Because I love to talk. I love to be with them and do stuff with them. But the mask kind of take it down low key a little bit.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
about the only thing.
Well, we love you and your clients love you, and thank you so much for your service.
It's been a pleasure, and I thank you guys. I love what I do, and I love you guys too.
We try to keep our social distancing. A lot of our, I sit at a table and we play cards and that kind of thing. I even make sure that, like with the sequence game, I'm always using the same color chips, and the other client is using their chips, so that we're not cross-contaminating.
Excellent, excellent. Well, as I said, you are an amazing, amazing caregiver, and your clients have nothing but praise for everything you do.
Oh,
and we are blessed to have you, and thank you very much.
Well, that's just it. I go to bless, and they end up blessing me. I mean, I am just overjoyed and so happy. I miss my clients when I'm not with them. I truly, it's a ministry to me, it's a calling, and I just thank the Lord for the blessings of being able to go in to homes and just treasure each client.
Well, we treasure you.
Thank you.
So thank you very much, Diana.
Thank you.